Mystery, Mystery, do you mind, please? I'm trying to do an intro. Please get out of my face. There we go. How is it go? Mystery, come on now. None of your antics today, please. Okay, just walk away. How is it going, everybody? And welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. My name, of course, is SystemZNY. Yes, that is a new fancy hat. Thank you for noticing. So, today is going to be a very special day because something very, very interesting happened. But before we show that, look at this beautiful work of landscaping that I have been doing. As you can see, we've got the pathway placed in. I got rid of all of the trees, and we are looking good and ready for the custom terraforming. I've also gone ahead and made a better cliffside with this particular hill, so I think it is looking good. We've definitely made some good progress. But, like I said, today is a very special day because something very, very interesting happened. But before we can talk about that, we need to go ahead and put Mystery up in the kennel. Come on, Mystery, please. Please, please. None of your magical antics today. You're floating. You are absolutely floating right now. This is a magic horse, Mystery. I'm gonna need you to tone your How did you even... Oh my goodness. Okay. Mystery, I'm gonna need you to tone your magic down from a level 10 to a 2. Thank you very much. You're a good horse. If you enjoyed the video and want to support my channel and help me make videos in the future, consider becoming a member where you'll be invited to my Minecraft and Discord servers, as well as have a chance to help me with new videos through exclusive community posts. Click the join button below for more information, and also thank you to those of you who have become a member since my last video. So like I said, something very I can't take myself seriously with this hat on, but something very interesting happened. I found a pillager, and I led the pillager all the way back over into this little thing that I created. Now, if you haven't seen what this is a machine designed by Exumavoid, where you can essentially get a peaceful pillager in survival mode. The way that you do it is you basically get the pillager and you place some snow, and they'll fire their crossbow at you until it just breaks. And once it does that, it pretty much has no intention to hurt any mob around it. And that was cool. I just kind of wanted a pillager friend running around. But then the most magical thing ever happened. A zombie villager. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Why is that important? Well, just hold on to that thought. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But I captured this guy, and I went ahead and put a name tag on both of them so that they wouldn't despawn. Now what we need to do is cure this guy, and then I'll explain a little bit more as to why this is so magical. By the way, I really want that monocle. It would go fantastic with my new hat. Now, I know what you may be thinking, Z, where in the world is all of your armor at? Well, it is of course right here. Those of you who are new to the series may not know this, but I like to go with nothing in my inventory. It's just a lot more clean. Let's go ahead and get our tools here. Actually, we're not even really going to need them for now, so we may as well just keep them here. What we're going to need to do is some potion brewing. Okay. All right. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Let's, maybe we will need that sword. What are you doing in my house, buddy? This is a little concerning because, well, I'll explain that in a moment, actually. I'll go into a little bit more detail here in a moment as to why it's concerning, but for now, let's just ignore it. Let's grab a little bit of food because there's nothing wrong with being a little hungry. So go ahead and eat some steak. Do you keep your steak in a chest box or do you keep it in the freezer? Let me know. Alright, so we need to make a potion of weakness, and I believe I know how to do this. So let me just do some of this really quickly. Almost done. Almost there. Yeah, I'm not an evil scientist in any way, shape, or form. I can't get the laugh down. So what we need to do now, this hat is making me feel really goofy today, if you can't tell. We need to go ahead and cure this villager. Now, this is going to be an interesting process. I don't know if it'll work, but I really hope it does. Wait, which one do I do first? Oh, gosh, I'm nervous. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. All right, we're doing it. Okay, so while this is happening, I want to go ahead and explain what exactly my reason for doing this is. How funny would it be, okay, if these guys lived together? Know what you're thinking? What are you talking about? You're a madman. That hat is making you crazy. Well, here's the thing. I've been thinking a lot lately about how I need a roommate. There's a lot of stuff going on around this cabin with the yard growing and needing cutting, and then of course the chicken coop, which by the way is working tremendously. There's a lot of stuff that just needs upkeep. So I was thinking about getting a villager anyways. So hear me out. This is my idea. Imagine getting a roommate out of a villager and then another roommate out of a pillager. How funny would it be if a pillager and a villager live together. I just think it's ironic, and I just think it would be funny. So let me introduce you to Phil Ager and Vil Ager. They are brothers. You have no idea how long I've been working on this joke. Please laugh at it. Phil Ager, otherwise known as a pillager. Vil Ager, otherwise known as a villager. They're brothers, and they're going to help me keep this cabin in tip-top shape. But in order for that to work, there's a couple of things that we're going to need to do. First and foremost, I need to block this off so that a zombie villager doesn't get this guy when he's fixed. And second, we need to go ahead and fix a couple of things around the cabin, because as of right now, it's not really in the best state to house a villager, because it will probably just wander off, as well as, of course, Phil the pillager. So we're gonna need to fix this window. Unfortunately, I love the window being open, and all of you who've been watching know that this is pretty much my main way to get in the house. We're also gonna have to fix the doors. There's a whole bunch of sadness going on right now, but you know what? It's worth it for my new roommates. Look, truth be told, I cannot think of a better way to use this pillager and villager combo. I think it's hilarious, and I'm really, really excited to finally have them in the house. It's an idea I've been thinking about for a little bit, as in 20 minutes, but it's not, I know it's kind of fast. I know we're, thinking pretty quickly here. It could just be the hat talking, but I think it's worth it. I think this is going to be amazing. And, sometimes decisions made under 20 minutes can be the best decisions ever. Don't follow that advice in real life. So far, so good. Everything's looking good. The house is pretty much prepped. We're looking good. We're going to keep them in the house forever, unfortunately. It is done. It has been completed. So does that mean, yes, it does. Phil. No, this is Phil. I'm sorry, Phil. Vil. This is Vil, and this is Phil. So now what we need to do, oh man, what if this doesn't work? I'm going to be so sad. Let's go ahead and grab our pickaxe. I want to be able to look at this guy. I want to look at his beautiful face. And then, of course, we need to get these name tags, which should be right in there. Name tags have been retrieved. Now all we need to do is go ahead and name them with this slightly, but perfectly fine, damaged anvil. Let's go ahead and name the first one Phil Ager, named after the infamous pillager. Probably the best joke of my lifetime. The next one, of course, is Vil Ager. Two brothers that are destined to rule the world with me by their side. Hopefully they don't betray me, because that would not be good. I'm going to be so sad if this doesn't end up working the way I want it to. I mean, I've put so much time and thought into this. I mean, it's been like 20 minutes. Alright, so what I need to do now is find a way to get them in the house. That's probably going to be pretty tricky, but I imagine I could just hook up a rail cart system up to the wall or something like that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get them in the house, and then we'll see if this works. So I'm imagining that this is going to go extremely poorly. My worst fear is that we're going to lose the pillager, because once I open the gate, it's pretty much going to immediately run, unless we find a way to maybe secure it by building some sort of fence around him, which we should be able to do doing this, at least until we can get him into the minecart. Pillager, I'm sorry for this bad treatment, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. You're going to love your new home, I promise. We could even slightly damage them. That could work, but I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll turn it, and then I've got a powered rail, which we can use to give a little bit of a boost while we're going up. And then, like I said, just right through there, and we will be good. Oh, man. Villager's here. Come on, villager. The dog is in the way. The dog is in the way. Come on, dog number one. Right over here. Come see what you have won through door number one. Right this way. There we go. All the way through. Oh, don't die. Okay, that's fine. We're looking good. There we go. And he's in. Okay, so now all we need to do is close it, and we will be pretty much where we want to be. Let's place that there. I don't remember the pattern, and they're in. The only problem is I really don't know how to get them out of here without hurting them. This has been a smashing success. I mean, this could not have gone any better. As you can see, we've got Vil Ager, and then we've got Phil Ager downstairs. Phil is surprisingly acting perfectly fine. I mean, he's gazing out the window, looking at the sunset. You know what, Phil? I think you're my favorite, because Vil is acting a little scared. Like, I'm not going to lie. The moment they were released from their minecarts, Vil ran straight upstairs and shut the door. My feeling is that they're having a bit of an argument, but it's okay. I wonder why he chose the farmer profession. I mean, I'm not complaining, because we can always get bread and beetroot, I guess, and then, of course, level him up, but I'm curious about that. Now, the problem is that they're not really going to be able to do much outside as far as farming goes. That was my initial plan, but it will not work, unfortunately. It seems a little dark in here. We're going to need to light it up. But for now, let's go ahead and go to bed. Although, now that I think about it, we might not be able to go to bed anymore. because there's monsters nearby. But you know what? Phil is not a monster, at least not to me. Are you sleeping? He's sleeping. Perfect. And if that means that I've got to sleep outside in the tent, then so be it. As long as Phil and Bill are completely happy and getting some rest, I don't mind sleeping in the tent. Except these cows are pretty noisy. So now that we've done exactly what I've set out to do, my goodness at all the mobs. Oh my goodness, we're going to have to be careful too because they're going to try and probably knock down the door. I need to find some way to solve that issue, but that's a problem for another day. For now, I want to go ahead and do a couple of other things before we end off today's episode. But first, I want to check on Phil and Vil. Okay, Phil is good. Did you sleep well? Looks like he slept on the couch. Like I said, they seem to be arguing. And Vil seems pretty good as well. I want to do a trade really quickly, just to see if he trades with me. I don't know if he will because of all the terror that he's kind of going through, but we can certainly try. We've got 1 emerald after all. Actually, we're going to need a couple more. Let's just go ahead and grab them all. Why not? This is not going to be the smartest set of trades, but it'll be trades nonetheless. Moment of truth. Can I trade with Vil? It looks like I can. And hopefully by doing this, he'll calm down a little bit more. And hopefully we can slowly and slowly get to the point where this guy is a complete master at his job. Did you just open my chair? Vil, I've got one rule, and that is it. Do not open my chair. That's a no-no. It's okay. You can come out of the corner. Come on. I guess this is his bedroom now. All right, so we've done exactly what we've set out to do. Can I buy another one? Let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to go ahead and see what I can do with this guy. Sorry, I have an attention span of a squirrel right now. I don't want to buy all of that, but we'll buy a little bit. Oh my gosh, 6 bread. That's actually super good. Actually, you know what? I will buy it all. A waste of money? Yes. A whole lot of bread? Yes. Apprentice? Yes. We can now buy apples, which is pretty cool. If we get a pumpkin farm going too, then we could get emeralds. Exactly, Vil. Exactly. 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 All right. So now that we've done exactly what I've set out to do today, we're going to leave these two alone. Phil? Okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm a little angsty right now because obviously we've got new roommates. I need to go do a couple of things, but I want to show you what I've been doing over at the Jungle Village. I just want to say the real MVP of this episode is Mystery for keeping her magic levels down to a 2 like I asked. Good horse. You are so good. Now, I have made a lot of progress on this Jungle Village. I'm just saying, a lot of progress. So just a warning on this. Like, I've been spending way too much time on this village, but I've made so much needed progress. I've probably put in 6 more hours of building time into this, so I'm really, really excited to show you. What I want to do, though, is go into spectator mode so that I can really show you exactly how amazing this place looks. Alright, so now that we're in spectator mode, you can see that I've started to pretty much expand in the back corner. Not only have I been mining away at the jungle, but we've actually expanded the area with a completely new part of town. Previously, we basically only had this area here where we have the boardwalk, and now I've actually expanded it onto this area. Now, this is really, really cool and probably my new favorite spot. But I've got more plans kind of expanding over into this side of the jungle. But for now, let me go ahead and get back into survival mode so that I can show you exactly what this looks like from the ground. Remind me to put ladders in the water so that I can easily get out because man, oh man, was that a little difficult to get out of. I kind of fell in the water. But anyways, let's go ahead and go over to this area first. Welcome to the actual entrance of this village. Now, as you can see, there's a gate here. That really doesn't work. Unfortunately, we can't get in and out of this, although I do plan on making some sort of system to allow that in the future. This just connects up to the back slope, which I do, like I said, plan on making a path so that when I'm riding on Mystery, we can easily get through here. Immediately, you're greeted with an amazing view. We've got jungles in the background, we've got mountains going on, and buildings everywhere. But also these market stalls, which I actually do plan on putting villagers in. And these are the designs, as you can see here. Now, to the right or left, because I don't know which direction is which, to the left of the entrance view, you can see we've got an amazing set of buildings here. Now, this one is actually really special, and I'll explain why in just a moment. Now, one of my main tips about building is to explore the ability to make a build immersive. And if you're not doing that, then you're not building correctly. But if you make it immersive and you make it to the point where anyone exploring it wants to just keep exploring it and it just keeps drawing them in, you're doing the building job correctly. And that being said, I feel like I've done that with this particular village, not to toot my own horn or anything. As you can see, there are just so many different secret little pathways that you can take to get in and out of these individual buildings, and it just kind of makes for a never-ending exploration process. Plus, we've got these carts all around, which I think really add a lot to the scene. And of course, we've got this area, which is a little bit more elevated than the actual village, which, by the way, is a pro tip. If you don't do that, then your villages won't really look all that special. But if you add a different elevation and different levels, it'll really come together nicely. But as you can see, we've got a bit of a special building here. This one looks a little different than our typical buildings. This became a church. I didn't even mean for it to, but it just did. And I absolutely love the way it looks. It reminds me of something out of a Mario game, like Paper Mario. I absolutely love this building. So this is going to be the official church. I don't really know how I'm going to do the inside, but it should hopefully come together soon. And of course, this area is going to be expanded. We're going to do some more stuff back here. All in all, this place is really coming together. Before we end today's video, we need to check on Phil and Vil, and Phil is right there to meet me. See, pillagers aren't all that evil. This guy just greeted me. Thank you so much, Phil. I've had a great day. Thank you for asking. And you know what? I think I might put this hat on you one day. Maybe you'll be the one wearing the hat. So, now, if we go upstairs, what is Vil up? And he's in his room. As always, come on, Vil. You gotta be a little bit more productive, buddy. I want you to just help around the house, you know, but you're just kind of up here doing nothing. So I don't really know what to do. Do I need to keep trading with you? All right, well, we'll figure it out. Maybe one day you'll wear the hat too, but it's going to take a little bit longer. Phil, though, is my favorite. All right, that is going to do it for today, but I do have one request before we go. Please, anybody out there who's watching this and hears me right now, I want to do a fan art contest of some sort. Not really a contest, but if you can just draw some art of me, Phil, and Vil all together in the cabin or in front of the cabin or just any way that you want, please do so, and I will feature them in the next episode, assuming people actually send me some. Now, you can send them to me on any of my social websites, Instagram, Twitter, or on my Discord. If you're on my Discord, just send them to me. I would love it. It doesn't matter if you think you're an artist or if you can't draw. I just really, really would love some art just to kind of bring the community together. And like I said, I'll showcase them, my favorites, on the next episode. But anyways, that is going to do it for today. My name has been System Z. This has been Phil Ager. That has been Vil Ager. And we are now the ultimate trio. We're going to rule the world together, and you're going to be there right by our side. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a thumbs up, consider subscribing, turn on notifications and all that good stuff. And until next time, my name has been System Z. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.